Hi, it's Jared O'D here from Dynamis, and today I want to share with you a lesson that I learned when working with older people with dementia and the teams who support those people. It's called Occupational Remnants. Now, sometimes we meet staff in care homes and they report really strange behavior by their residents. For example, a man who will walk around the corridors holding a lamp and swinging the plug of the lamp around and then stopping by the wall sockets. And he'll get down on his hands and knees, and the staff will report that he's trying to put his fingers in the electrical sockets. And this causes them great alarm, and they perhaps have to intervene verbally if possible, and then physically if necessary. Other occupational remnants we see, and this one's kind of humorous, is where in a care home or hospital environment, the person they're looking after is actually a medically trained person, like a matron or an old nurse. And what that person will often do is that at medication time, when the nurses on duty are doing the medication rounds, that this person will join in and actually start pushing the trolley and start helping the residents to have medications, which can be quite chaotic and humorous, I guess. These are what we call occupational remnants. And of course, you'll think the first man that I talked about with the lamp and the plug and the sockets, his occupational remnant was that of his life as an electrician. And he used to fix plugs and sockets and lamps and things for people. And we have many examples of these over time. One of my favorite ones is of a woman who would follow the nurses around on the night shift. And she would take a scrap of paper and improvise a pen. And if eventually the staff would actually give her a paper and pen, and she would write these squiggles and dots in a really beautiful pattern on the paper, but nobody could read them. And she would do this. She'd follow people around and take these, or make these kind of inscriptions. Until one day somebody joined the team who was familiar with shorthand writing, I should say. And she looked at the page and said, "Golly, look at this. It's the most beautiful copperplate shorthand writing I've ever seen." So it turned out the woman was a PA to a company director who used to bring her along on his factory visits and dictate notes to her as he went around and talked to people and saw things that needed to be fixed. And so her occupational remnant was to just fit into that same role and complete that same task in much the same way as she had for many decades during her working life. So that's something called occupational remnants, and it's something that helps us to understand the perspective when we seek to understand the behavior of people with dementia that we might be looking after. I hope it was helpful to you.